All right, good afternoon, everyone. Just want to give you a quick overview of what is in store for week 3. So under week 3, we got class topics. So let me cover a couple things here. So we are basically looking at still chapter 2 and these particular sections right there for that particular chapter. So we're going to be learning how to get user input, perform calculations utilizing math operators, more about how to handling strings, and we're going to go over some of the 5-minute code. So I'll cover that in a moment there. So we have our attendance, we have our quiz, we have our Codio assignments. So what I've done, and probably going to do this moving forward, is I'm no longer going to do slides, and I'm going to implement some of the questions that were on slides into the Codio 5-minute code components here. So in lieu of slides, so this is going to be the replacement with that. And then the labs. So let me cover in terms of how the labs are structured here. Some people are getting a little bit confused. But unfortunately, that is how the system is set up. So let me explain that real quick. Oop. All right, so we have our attendance that's also due. I'm going to provide that password in the announcements here. We have a quiz that is in your Cengage. I'm sorry, not Cengage, Canvas. So again, the quizzes here you want to take, and you're able to take them unlimited times. Good that you take them a couple times, because there's going to be a series of questions. So the next time you take it, there might be some new questions pertaining to that. So these are basically the 5-minute code assignments here, and included in there are going to be various videos explaining how to do the 5-minute code. And again, this is worth 10 points. The labs. So to clarify in terms of how I'm doing the labs. So when you click on the link, so these are basically, you're taking the information that you've learned, the little segments here, and applying them into a larger lab here. Now, even though this is identifying that it has 0 points, that's because in this particular format I cannot utilize a rubric. So once you're done in this particular lab, then you're going to come over here, launch this portion here, and say that you've completed it, because this is where I'm going to do my grading, because this is where the rubric is. So obviously this corresponds to this. Okay. So if there's any more questions or need more clarifications, let me know. If you're going to tell me or ask me in terms of how does the code, or how do I code, and I'm giving you all the examples that you need to write the code in these little 5-minute code segments. Now, unfortunately, it takes me a little bit longer to explain what's going on in the 5-minute code, but realistically, it should not take you no more than 5 minutes to actually code the work in that area. All right, have yourself a wonderful week, and we'll keep in touch.